Hey, welcome back. We are back in Timberborn in our Easy Beavers, Water Beavers colony, and our balloons are all coming in. They have started to bring in pineapples, and it's starting to work. We've got some extra hanging around. What's up with these guys? Oh, they've got a bunch of frozen human meat, just in case we should need it for anything. The grapes are a little low after getting in that wine place last time, but they're trying to keep up with it. And last time we also got this whole area finished, so it's definitely time to get that advanced sawmill in here. However, I had a slight miscalculation on it. First of all, we're going to want to take out this road here. Yep. And this road. We're just going to take it all out for just a minute because we're going to reroute it. However, let's grab this advanced building, and you'll notice that I was right before when I said it was on the second level. However, when I was measuring it originally, there was a whole nother layer of dirt here. So we're going to go back through. We're going to take all of this out, and then we have to go down one level. So let's grab this power here, and we're going to go, yeah, just the regular old power shafts. There we go. You go down here, then we'll do a 3 this way, and the rest of them can just go out that way. And are they going to need a road to get to these? We'll see. If they have a problem reaching them, we'll put the road back in. I want to continue on my project of lowering this down one level, so let's go ahead and get our dynamite in here for that. We will have to eventually get rid of all of this in here as well, but we're just going to fill this whole area. Let's go to here for now. Give them plenty of area to blow up. While we're over here, we can also connect this in. Ooh, let's grab the metal stairs. We'll put you in there. Grab the road and just come up this way. This block will probably stay because it's got to get over to these, but all of this will eventually be lowered down one more level. We don't seem to have much of a problem with getting dirt. Our problem is actually using up all the coal and iron that's in them so that it'll pick up more dirt. Really wish there was something that would allow these to continue to fill up as long as they are on and not paused, even if one of these is full. That would help out quite a bit. Checking in on the Lotus project, last time we got a good amount of area done right over here, but I think we can do more, and the more we can get in there, hopefully the more Lotus we can get. So let's go ahead. We'll remove this road from here. Do I want to remove that road? You know what? I'm going to leave that road, and we're just going to... No. On second thought, let's put the road this way. It can come around this edge. Draw all these in here. There we go. We'll remove the road on this side. There we go. Looks good. Looks good. And we're just going to start removing these one tile at a time as well. And we'll see if that will be enough Lotus for us. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and remove these as well. That does kind of isolate this area out, but we're just going to go ahead and put in the metal stairs. Say those are a little more important than everything else. They'll get those in pretty quick. Then we'll come back and do the same thing. Well, you know what? We might as well do this too. So let's do that. And then that will just have this whole area taken care of on the metal stairway. Back over here where we started, they have got all of our power lines in, so it's time to finally drop in our advanced sawmill. There we go. Went in just perfectly there. Now we can take the road, around the side here. There we go. And that should get them connected in. They should be connected in power-wise. And then we'll finally have our advanced sawmill. They've been working really hard to get this dynamite in over here. So let's go ahead, level this whole section out. There we go. That's gone. This is gone. And we're all set there. So we might have to actually remove this road so we can get some dynamite on it. Let's go ahead and just grab... Well, we'll grab this road. If we go out this way, maybe around here, they'll be able to put more up here for now. However, let's close this road off. There we go. They should still be able to get to most of the stuff here. Let's see. This all goes. Yep. This all goes. There we go. Let's tell them to get the dynamite in here too. All of that can go in there. Then we can reconnect this. Here, I thought this was connected down here. Maybe this is a good place for some ladders. Let's just toss in a couple of ladders here. And then we'll grab a road and come straight across there. We're going to put another ladder up over here as well. So let's turn this around. That way we can... Nope. We'll get a path to here, and then they can get out on this side as well. Plus, if we decide to do more of these buildings, which we might just do, we're starting to get a lot of berries from them, but it would be nice to get some of the other things. Maybe the lotus flowers to keep those in stock until we can get our lotus farm really going over here. While they're working on some other things around the map, I want to go ahead and get in some storage for some of the stuff that it's bringing in over here. For example, we've got coffee beans. In fact, since we've got coffee beans being brought in, we could probably set up just a little establishment over here. I believe that is the alchemist. We'll just do that. There we go. And we're just going to put a coffee shop right here in front. We'll say you're for coffee. And then they can make that. As for the storage, let's get a little bit of storage for that over here. One regular old medium tank. Can I flip that around? I sure can. And we'll say that's for coffee. So now our whole coffee setup is good to go. Let's also store in some of the beans here. Let's get... how about a medium? We'll do... Actually, if I do this, there we go. We can get 2 of them in there. Or something else. We'll set that up for the beans. Here's the beans. Beans. They're not even a fruit. Well, we'll find that here in just a minute. I'm sure that's not on the piles anywhere. So we'll get those. Yeah, I don't know. But we'll store the beans there. Now, as for the stuff that needs to go out, we need methane and glass panes. So let's grab some storage here for that. We'll do piles. We'll do medium pile. You can be stored right here. And we will store glass panes. And then we need methane, which is under the special gas storage tank. So we will let's put you right there. And I think that actually will go for most of these over here. So that should take care of everything that these guys need. What about these guys? They've got metal fasteners that they need to store. Let's go ahead and we'll put in a warehouse here. Nope. Is fasteners warehouse? Let's find out real quick. Fasteners, yes, it is. Okay. Just making sure so we don't accidentally put the wrong thing down. We'll do one warehouse here for fasteners. There we go. We'll say that's an obtain, and that should bring in what they need here, plus the methane down here. And what does this guy need? This guy needs strong alcohol. So we'll get a tank. Let's get maybe not a pit tank. Maybe a medium tank? No, you won't fit in there. Let's do plank tank here for you. We'll do a couple of them. And just store that underneath. They can then make sure that they get everything they need there. So you have strong alcohol and methane, and you have methane, paper. So let's get paper and pencils in here somewhere. Storage, warehouses, small warehouse. No, maybe a long warehouse. You can go there. You can go here. And that can be for the paper and the pencils. What's the last thing you need? Methane, which is over there. So then we just need a place to store the sky exploration, which there's not really a good warehouse for that unless you're inside a library, so we won't worry too much about it. Would you look at that? They've got the advanced sawmill in it. They are going through those logs pretty fast. We have got hopefully a couple of giant half logs to get in there. And then once we get some half logs, we can look into some things that require half logs to build. Let's go ahead while we're here, though, and just extend the road out just a bit. There we go. That'll do for now. We'll let them cut those half logs, and we'll figure out where to store them and what to do with them in a little bit. Over here, they've got our dynamite done. Let's get that out of there, so that we can take out this. There we go. That can go. That's all connected in. Let's go ahead and put the path back in. All right, everything's connected back in there. Looks good. In fact, we might replace these out while we're waiting for those to come back. Let's just replace these out as well. That can go. This can go. Let's get those metal stairs in right now for those. Metal stairs, stairs there, and stairs here, of course. There we go. That all looks good to me. We'll say that those are a little more important so they get done. And we'll wait for them to connect that all back in. I almost forgot about our Lotus project. I am going to need to put one extra there. Not a big deal. They can always put that in from the bottom, but we can go ahead and take out this much at least. There we go. Looks good. And we'll start filling in this from here. This can all go. That can all go. We are going to need at least one staircase, though, or maybe a ladder would probably work best, since it's more utilitarian. There we go. We'll get all of that in there. Let's make that a little bit better. And there we go. We'll keep working on that here. Looks like they're starting to get a couple of Lotus in. That's a good sign. For change, I don't think we need to actually add any more to our towers this time. We will probably need to do that in the future, but I'm going to go ahead and put more storage up here. So let's come around here. And we'll come around here. There we go. And we'll tell them this one is for pencils, and this one can be for the pineapples that we just started receiving as soon as I can find them. Well, we'll find them in a minute, and I'll set it to that. It's a bit hard to tell because the grapes don't really change at all when they're ready to be picked, as you can see. So I'm going to get another one of these because I think we're a little bit behind on not only picking some of these bramble flowers, but the grapes as well. So we'll add that in there. I'm going to add another one of these on top. There we go. And then they can keep building up from there. Well, they've got this one in. I'm going to go ahead and knock that one down and put that in there so that hopefully we can keep all of these even. It looks like they can't quite reach that one, which is not a big deal. We'll just move the ladder next time to maybe around here. And then that should hopefully level all this out. The advanced sawmill has finally got all of its half logs that it can do put together. However, we can go ahead and store a couple of them up on the roof here. Gives us just a little bit of extra backup in case we need stuff like that. Let's see if we can find where that storage is. Under storage piles, yeah, there it is. Giant log. We will just put you right there for now. And we'll grab you. This can go over here. And this can go this way. You know what? Can I put in, before we do that, let's see if we can put platforms above all of these. And then put extra logs on here. Storage. Let's go with the piles again. Will you fit back here? You sure will. Can I get one on this side? No, it does not look like it will fit there. But at least we've got room here, so we can go ahead and connect this in. And we'll say that that's for the half logs. And we'll use those when we need them. Speaking of getting things that we need, they are working on these holes over here very slowly, but they are. The dirt, however, I'm going to have them put in another storage pile here. Let's do a large industrial. And I'm just going to set it here right now. We won't keep it there forever, hopefully, but we're going to say dirt, and we want to obtain there so that they don't have to walk so far to build these up whenever they do. Speaking of which, while we're here, we might as well get rid of some more of this. So let's get rid of all of this here. And we'll say, hey, let's toss some more dynamite in here. Dynamite there, dynamite there. Looks good, and we will keep an eye on them getting that in. There we go. Another day, another layer toward our Lotus project here. All cleaned out. We can take this one out of here. Let's go ahead, grab the dynamite, put you back here. And this time we'll move the ladder over just a little bit, so hopefully they can get to the whole area. Let's grab that. We'll continue clearing all this out as well. A little village that started to appear over here is really starting to put stuff out, but I think we could definitely use a couple more here, so we're going to put those in. And I don't know if these two will be able to replace all the mushrooms that we have down here. For instance, they can't make the bad mushrooms. They can only make the normal ones. So some of this might get flipped to bad mushroom, or some of it might just be removed and we'll figure out what to do about bad mushrooms there. These, however, can be connected in from this side. There we go. So we don't really need another ladder there at all. And then let's see, do we have people? Yes, we do have people working both of these. Let's see what they need for this one. They just need grape juice for this one. So let's toss in one of these, maybe back here. We'll get you grape juice. There we go, grape juice. And we'll get a road back to you. Then what else do these guys need? Let's see. They're going to need chestnut flour and water. Water, we will figure something out for. That might be something to put in a couple of blocks here for, if we can ever get to it. There we go. So we'll just put the water over here. Only one, though. Let's do water here. There we go. And then as for the chestnut flour, we'll just put some behind here in one of the tiny long warehouses. Here we go. We'll just do that. And if we need more, we will just keep stacking them up. Let's do the chestnut that, and we'll say obtain so they don't have to walk quite as far to get it. And hopefully that speeds them up just a little bit so they'll make us more of the chestnut beer every day. I'm starting to see more and more of the processed food as some of our supply chains catch up a little bit. We've got plenty of plucked lotus, so we maybe need to get another handicrafter to pluck some lotus apart so they can build stuff here. But I'm also noticing we have a decent amount of berries, so I'm going to put another one of these cooking houses in. Luckily, they don't need power, so we're just going to keep going up this way, and we're going to set them to more cereal bars, because we're going to need them here pretty soon. Comments on my last video mentioned that I could import ice blocks, which I think I'm going to need to do. However, I need to make awful stew to be able to do that, and I know I don't have a tent for awful stew because I've never set one up for that. So let's toss you, how about here? You're still pretty close to the food section there. Hopefully none of our beavers decide to eat the awful stew. In fact, let's see if we can make a second one here. Do we have the clay pots to make those? I'm not sure that I do, actually. So let's see. We need one clay pot, two clay pots. However, I believe I removed my kiln for it. So we're going to have to toss one of those back in there real quick. Let's see. What is that under? Is that under basic structures? It's been a while since we've used those. So we'll find it, and I will find a place for it. I did manage to find it. It is the wood burner under the industrial buildings. That's what makes it. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, let's take you out of here, and we are going to put in one dynamite here, and that should be hopefully deep enough. Let's see, clay pit, nope, wood burner. Yep, that should align right there, and then we can get some clay pots out of that. More of the dynamite's done, so let's go ahead and take all that out of there. Excellent, that looks great. Let's come across this way, and we can even connect right back in this ladder right here. There we go, that one's in there. And I want to go ahead and take out this small bit of level right here. We might have to redo some paths real quick, but that's not that big a deal. But that should take care of most of the explosions. Maybe a random explosion here or there, but that should really be it. Like I forgot a couple of ingredients over here, and it looks like the coffee shop's pretty popular. So we're just going to put a small water place over here for them. And then they need logs as well. So how about right down the street? Looks like we've got plenty of open spaces right there. We'll put some logs back here for a minute. Let's go storage, pile. We've got the long pile. There we go. And we are going to put in just logs and say obtain so that they don't have to go very far to get all of their stuff. They've got our dynamite in here, so I'm going to go ahead and blow that up. Let's go back to the industrial buildings, toss in our wood burner. There we go. This one just needs to make us these. And I don't know that we need a worker for that, but if it turns out we do, we'll put one in there. But hopefully that gets us the clay pots so that we can make that awful stew in it. I'm also noticing we are almost out of the scrap metal. So that means once this is done, we can flip this back. In fact, it looks like it would be fine to flip it back now. We'll just do that. And that hopefully brings in a whole bunch more dirt for us. Well, they got the dynamite in over here finally. So let's go ahead and take that out of there. Detonate all of that. Now they're kind of walking around on paths there. However, we can definitely take out this path, but we might also take out this path here. We will leave, I'm not going to leave that one, but I'll leave this one here. They'll have to walk upstairs to get to it. But let's go ahead and take this out of here. And we'll take all of these. There we go. And we'll put our dynamite in here, just to make sure that it gets in a fairly decent amount of time. We're going to say that that's fairly important as well. There we go. They've got our dynamite in here, so let's take that out of there. We won't need these stairs anymore. That looks nice. We won't need those stairs, and we won't need this ladder. So let's go ahead, get rid of that. We'll connect in this here. We'll go there, and I would put some metal stairs there, but I think in this case, a ladder might work better because this can just come in right there. There we go. Now we're connected in again. Let's up the priority of that just a bit. We'll do it this way. There we go. That way they can get back over to these and start picking those out again. With the last of our Lotus project in today, we're going to go ahead and take all those out of there. We can also take our ladder out. There we go. We'll toss in one dynamite, but we can come back for that. And we'll get even more Lotus in here. Keep filling this up. All of this should be able to be served by that. Yep. So we'll see if that starts filling up our Lotus. Every once in a while it fills up and then it empties out. So it's a little tough right now on Lotus. So we're going to keep going on that until we've got a decent amount all the time. They are still working on these over here. They're going to need those bachelors in agronomy to finish up, I do believe. So they can't start this one until this one's done. This is on low because it takes them forever to build a block, but that's okay. We did get in our advanced sawmill like we wanted to, and we've got storage for half logs. Those are the wholest looking half logs I think I've ever seen, but that's okay. They're stored and they're ready to go. Next time, I think we might be able to use these to venture in to the unknown. So, as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!